Kindred Spirits, it's Miss Meek, and today I'm going to talk about why I'm a homemaker, how I got started, where my interests came from, and what it's like for me generally throughout the week. And if you like this kind of content, stay tuned because I'm going to be making more and more videos on things like this. Also, if you're not a homemaker, it's okay to watch too. I got nothing against boss babes or, women that choose a career, or maybe you're not able to be a stay-at-home mom or a homemaker, but maybe it's something you aspire to do and it's something on your bucket list or goals that you have for your future, and you're kind of curious, what do people do to get there? And so I don't believe that it's a one-size-fits-all. I think that there's many approaches to being a homemaker. It's really something you can make your own. It's kind of like a ball of Play-Doh. You can shape that thing a lot of different ways. So I'm just going to share how I got interested, how I got started, and what it looks like, what my style of homemaking looks like on a given day-to-day or week. So I'll start by talking about how I got interested and why. And I got my notes here just in case I missed anything, so yeah. I always enjoyed being at home. I am an Aries sun, but I am ascending and descending Scorpio. And as you know, Scorpios tend to be a bit of recluse in some regard. However, I love being out too, so that's probably the Aries aspect of my personality that likes to be out and about and things like that. I'm also an INFJT, which is kind of introverted too. I open up around like the right circle of people. I love being home. I love being in my own domain. I love making it my own. I love making it spectacle and special and organizing and making it all cute the way that fits my personality, etc., etc. So I love being at home. On top of that, I'm also anemic. Sometimes it's a more severe day. I'm super drained. I'm super tired. I can't concentrate. My stomach's going haywire, chest pains and all that. So some days it's just best to have a type of schedule where it's flexible. Maybe the day before I was able to charge through a lot of work, clean a bunch of things, organize, declutter, etc., run errands. And then I might have a day or two where like my immune system is just like, girl, you need a timeout. So it's helpful being a homemaker because like my schedule is flexible. I found that, being a homemaker fit the different aspirations I have. I am super crafty. I love arts and crafts, decorating, home decor, and things of that nature. And I mean, that kind of fits the bill for a homemaker, they love sewing and crafts, and I'm drawn to those things. I love doing those things along with writing music and things like that. So being home makes it so I can also work towards those aspirations and, work part-time or what have you. I also found that I got interested in homemaking during a time of discovery. After you graduate high school, you're trying to figure out what you want to do. Maybe you've already figured out a career that you want. Some people don't figure it out yet, and so you just get a job or what have you, or you just go to school and you're just trying to get through your basics while you figure out what it is you really want to study. And during that time for me, I guess during my time of discovery, I found that it's very important to me to have a healthy home life. Not everybody comes from a perfect home, and for me, I recognized one aspect that would have made upbringing a little smoother, and that would be having a home life that was more structured to making the home flow for everyone, as opposed to maybe one particular style that one person wants or what have you. And so for me, like the thought of like when guests come over, I have a certain way I like the home to feel. And when it's just me at home or just me and my family at home, like there's a way I want the home to feel and to look and smell. I want it to work for everybody's needs. Sometimes people don't think through, like there's ways you can adjust your home life to make it work for everybody. And I'm a very hospitable person in general, so I just started reading article after article, blog after blog. I watched videos, I read books. How the heck do you get into homemaking? How do you start? All those sort of things. Well, I still lived at home with my family, and so, I couldn't exactly do all the little ideas that I had in my head that I was learning, or, I'd watch a video and I'm like, that doesn't quite fit the way that I'm envisioning it for me and my family one day, but I can see it being done this way. And so what I started doing was I'd start writing down all these ideas I had and, piling them away in my mind for one day. And I started trying out some of the things that I could do in the meantime around my family. So I would make the beds on the upper floor. I would spend time making sure the rooms looked nice regularly, cleaned the bathroom regularly. Sometimes I'd make breakfast for not just myself, but because everybody is on a different diet and things like that. Sometimes I would take out time and make my sister something special or things like that, so I could practice what it would be like doing that for my spouse and kids. If you are interested in homemaking, you can use your time, right now. I don't know how old you are, but you can use aspects of your life right now to practice if you're aspiring to be a homemaker. I just practice things that would help me be more selfless and make room to do things for others. And I even learned different techniques on laundry, and I was like, ooh, okay, now I know the proper way to wash sweaters, and I know the proper way to wash a dress or this type of garment. And I get really excited about these things. And yeah, so I also went through a bit of a glow up during that time, learning better how to take care of myself. And I started learning hey, I could learn how to take care of my hair better. Because being a homemaker isn't just about being self-sacrificial. That's an aspect of it. But it's also knowing how to take care of others, but you know how to take care of you too. I recognize that you need that balance because I've seen the lack thereof. I started working on, okay, what is my clothing style, and what is my color season, and what is my hair type, and how do I work with it, and how do I do this, and how do I do that? And about over, I'd say, a 2.5-year period, I was transitioning, and I was getting rid of things that didn't fit me properly, did not flatter my body, and didn't fit the clothing taste that I have. And then I began recognizing, I think I want to get back out there and, maybe I'll meet the one. Maybe I'll meet a godly guy that wants the same thing. I met some fool's gold, but I finally met the real deal. And so me and my partner, we have a lovely townhome, and he's very grateful to have me prepare the meals, and he's on a diet too for gluten-free and dairy-free, so I've gotten to practice making dishes with those things in mind, and it's a lot of fun because I go in the kitchen, I start thinking about, okay, what can I make that's really yummy that we'll both enjoy, that fits both of our dietary needs, and it's a lot of fun. So, and it makes me happy knowing he's the breadwinner, he supports us financially. That's his domain, and my domain is making the house feel pretty, making sure we're well fed, and just making the little things in life special. That's what I specialize in, making the little things special, making a house a home. If you're interested in becoming a homemaker, let it be your own journey. You don't have to be some cookie cutter thing. There are some aspects of the way that I homemake that aren't typical. And it's okay that it doesn't fit. It's not some strict one-size-fits-all way that you have to go about it. Some homemakers work full-time. They have their own business at home, or they work for somebody else, and they juggle both lives. You can make it work however you want, and you can do as much or as little as you want in homemaking. Either way, as long as you find a life and a career that suits you best, do that. For me, it's having a godly man, having some babies, and having their little life sprinkled with these little things. That's what makes me most happy, and that's where I feel most fulfilled. So I think the next video will be home tour. So thanks so much for joining me today. If you liked, please subscribe and share with a friend. Who knows, maybe you might become a homemaker, and I'd love to see what you guys are interested in. If you have any questions or comments, please put them below, and can't wait to see you in the next one.